Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sleepy Channel, apparently. Another terrible, horrible evening in Barovia. Not Saturday, but Thursday, but it's still going to be just as terrible, if not worse. My name is Jonathan Kenny, your game master for the evening, and these are the Forget-Me-Nots, minus our errant Eberonian. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Oh, last time. Oh boy, last time. We all had a lot of fun last time, didn't we? The group, having just finally made their way to Barovia after some very scary moments in the woods, go into the town to check it out. And they find something very odd. At least very odd for Barovia. A town that is happy. A town where things are going well, and there is music in the tavern and in the streets, and there is Ireena's brother is having a good time being the burgomaster. There is a new priest up at the Temple of the Morning Lord. Everything in Barovia is great. And so, of course, something must be wrong. The party heading back to Reyna's little hut for the evening to sleep before they truly figure out what's going on in the town of Barovia. They are in the middle of the night ambushed by some creatures that lurk out of the woods. Fairly easy combat, and when I say fairly easy, I mean suspiciously easy, where things just seem to keep going right for everybody, even if it shouldn't have. As if they were blessed with some kind of supernatural luck. It was noticed and seemed suspicious, but the party went back to sleep to get their full rest in before heading into town again. They popped by the temple, the Church of the Morning Lord, got some information from the new priest who apparently always wanted to be a priest, but never had the time or the effort or the courage to do so until recently. Mad Maggie is apparently has found her wayward daughter, and the party is confuzzled. And I believe that's where we left off, with you guys walking back into town away from the Church of the Morning Lord, where nothing bad is happening. Yes? No?
I believe
More
so.
or less.
Yeah.
So, Forget-Me-Nots, what would you like to do?
We should check out the what the fuck is it called? Oh my god. Graveyard?
Yeah, you know the thing.
We should check out the
I
graveyard.
love the thing.
The graveyard?
The graveyard.
Is it not just right outside?
What?
The graveyard is just like right around the corner, yeah.
I think we should go check it out.
Okay, we are here.
You turn around and there it is. There's the graveyard.
Hell yeah, we've done it, boys. We've done it.
Good job, guys. That's it. Session over. You did it.
Can I look around, I guess? I don't know. Vibe check the graveyard? Something's wrong and I don't know what. Jonathan,
Yes, you can vibe check the graveyard.
what do I roll?
The perception roll.
Okay, there's not an official like. Computer is frozen, and it's not letting me look it up. Thank you. Okay.
Ugh. I don't know why you guys are so suspicious. It's 22. Quick look around. There are a few recent graves, because, people die. But none of them seem particularly shoddy, or there doesn't seem to be an excessive amount. Are you looking for anything in particular, or just vibe checking?
Can I do... I know it's usually perception. Can I do occultism? To kind of just do a vibe check as well. Or like arcana. Or just something, because that's not religion. Because something's off.
Occultism could work here.
Okay. God damn it. That's such a shitty roll.
You have a hero point if you want. Up to you.
No.
No?
I'm gonna hold on to that.
Okay. Looking around, no vibes seem off in the cemetery. There doesn't seem, you don't like sense any haunts or anything like that. The only thing that really pops out at you is the music you can hear from the tavern. And it occurs to you, you're kind of far away from the tavern.
Sus.
And the music does sound kind of far away, but it shouldn't be as clear in your ears as it should be at this distance. You can hear like the sounds of merriment and joy, revelry a little too clearly.
Never trust a bard.
Oleander's gonna just close his eyes for a moment. And just, in his mind, just... Is this some magic that you are capable of?
Who are you talking to?
Hello?
You all suddenly turn around at the sound of a voice,
Is it the twink?
and you see a twink. Yes,
The
you
twink
see
is here!
the twink is here.
Finally.
This very flamboyantly dressed
Twink.
man with a
Twink.
purple everything, and
oh,
yes,
he's
the
hot.
twink.
He's
I-
hot. Oh no.
And
Oh god.
Oleander, you very quickly clock the presence of fangs in his mouth as he smiles at all of you.
Hello again.
Again?
Hello again. It is wonderful to see you all.
Again?
Oh, we are previously acquainted. Though you are new, as is your friend over here looking over at our Eberonian alum.
Who are you?
Oh, apologies. Escher Velasco at your service.
Oleander Mikosvich at yours.
Do you
You just-
only hang out outside this graveyard?
No, not just this graveyard. I was actually quite enjoying the revelry in town earlier. A few drinks, you know. See him lick his lips, and you see a small wink of blood.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, like, casually leaning, though you would notice that he doesn't actually touch any of the fence around the cemetery.
And this isn't affecting me at all? Like, nothing's happening to a shy in the cemetery?
I mean, there's nothing... Seeing, like, things of the Morning Lord, things that are holy in nature can still be, like a prickle. It's uncomfortable, but it isn't necessarily the same as the consecrated ground that was in Vallaki. You would probably get the sense that he's doing this just because he doesn't want, like, a little mild electrical shock to puff out his hair.
Are you to thank for the relative peace of the town?
Relative peace? Oh, no. That is not my work. Very amusing, though.
Whose is it?
Makes you think that any one person is behind it.
Nobody's ever happy here.
And would you take that away from these poor people?
Yes.
A shot!
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way then. I'm sure that they will graciously thank you for taking them away from this peace.
This is how people get comfortable. I'm not saying we should take it away, but people in Barovia should always be on guard.
I think what we're trying to say is we want to make sure that this newfound peace is coming from a good place. And if it is not, we aim to correct it.
Well, as I said, far be it from me to stand in your way. It is amusing, shall we say.
Amusing. Massa.
Well, my lady's siblings were all meant to watch over the different places of interest here within the land of Barovia. My poor unfortunate sister, Valenta, she was in charge of Kresk. Was. Then there is Ludmilla, she is in charge of the forest folk and the winery to the south. Again, used to be, since the winery is no more. And of course you've met my charming sister in Vallaki. She had only good things to say about you.
And you're in charge of Barovia.
Indeed.
Nice place you got here.
Thank you. I do take pride in my work.
Listen, it's a bit drab.
As I said. Thank you.
Did you just here to taunt? A little bit of fun?
Wouldn't you?
What? Have fun?
I've seen what lies under that mask of yours, Oleander. You enjoy it a bit too much, don't you?
Every man has his hobbies.
Well then. I will not keep you from your hobbies then. But maybe don't take too long.
Mm-hmm.
And he just starts to walk away, kind of whistling a little jaunty tune.
Leander just kind of grabs onto the fence, just death grip.
You see as you grab the fence, is very surreptitiously like resheathing one of her swords that she was hiding behind her back.
He's pretty, but fucking.
You think he's pretty?
That's what we take away from this?
It just doesn't seem your style?
What do you mean?
Didn't take you as the type to how did Fenrichten put it? Fraternize with the enemy?
Well, I had a boyfriend who was a werewolf for about 2 years, so I guess my looks are not all that it seems.
Shy, there's something over there that we should go look at.
Is this? Do you want to fuck again?
No! Shy!
If you guys want to fuck, we can.
No!
go.
Oh my god, I just wanted out of this conversation. I didn't. Oh. Okay.
Were you
You
going
have
to
to
go
go
and
now.
do it in the cemetery? Because that would be a
No.
new. No, maybe underneath the
no.
church.
Mm.
No.
We're not doing that at all. I was just trying to exit this conversation. That's it.
So you're saying that if we were really lucky, something would happen to get us out of this conversation. And then you hear a scream from in town.
Ezmerelda,
That's probably fine.
your timing is impeccable as always.
Oh, that was definitely on purpose then.
Let's go check it out.
You run into town, following the sound of the scream, as best you can. Why don't you all go ahead and make me some secret perception checks?
Perception.
Perception.
Great. There we go.
Wow, that's a lot of terrible rolls. Love it.
Okay.
Okay, should we hero point?
Fuck it. I don't care
Well,
that
let me
much.
roll for Ez.
Yeah, can Ezmerelda fucking save us?
Maybe. Nope.
Alright.
Maybe Callum?
Should one of us roll a hero point?
Nah, it's alright, Callum's got it. The rest of you are
Thank God.
trying desperately to figure out where this scream came from, and meanwhile Callum is like, you see him turn into like full soldier mode. He's like eyes on the prize, immediately just sprinting towards the sound, pulling his weapon immediately towards the store that you all visited the first time you were here, with the very rough and not very congenial
We got run
shopkeep.
out for stealing.
Yes, Bildred's Mercantile. You run and you see said shopkeep has just kind of like is standing in front of the open door and is looking inside. Are you guys running towards like inside?
Yeah.
You run in and see a curious sight. You see Maggie, the old lady that you talked to yesterday, and her daughter. Maggie
tracks.
and two daughters that look almost exactly alike, except one is dressed in this very fancy dress, unlike the other one that is wearing the same thing that you saw earlier.
Fucking do it.
And the one in the very fancy dress is currently like grappling, holding the mother, and you just see this crazed look in her eyes and says, "Mother, Don't you realize it's me? This is not her! And she is clearly, like, her eyes going back and forth between the two daughters and clearly hyperventilating a bit.
Can I cast Dispel Magic on her? The I guess, the one that is not saying it's me? The one that is not grappling the woman?
Sure, go ahead.
I do it.
What is... Alright, so you attempt a counteract check, so go ahead and press that counteract button. It's going to be a 26 counteract check against...
I don't know if I should use a hero point or not.
Gertrude, why are you so big? Oh, of course you don't work. Sorry, let me just check. Then need to run some numbers.
Why are you using my dexterity and not my arcana?
That is indeed odd. I don't know why.
Okay, hold on. Because it's much higher if I use my arcana. Not by much. It's 28.
It's a 28.
Yeah, that's...
So
Okay,
if
better.
the counteract rank is less than 2... 28. You send out this pulse of, like, attempting to unravel whatever magical effect is at play here, but there doesn't seem to be any effect. Whether that is because, if I'm assuming you think that one of them is an illusion, whether this illusion is too strong, or whether it's not an illusion at all, or whether something else here is the illusion. Your spell against the Gertruda that you saw earlier does not seem to do anything. How about the rest of you? What you doing?
Somebody explain.
The one that is holding on to Mary turns, sees you, Ireena and Ashai, and you see her eyes narrow, and she goes, You were in the castle! You are hers! And now we need to roll for initiative.
What?
I'm here! What do you mean?
I haven't finished leveling up yet.
Okay, well, I told you last week. I don't know what you want.
Initiative. Let me...
Well, hold on, let me get us onto the map first.
Okay, well, you said roll initiative.
Alright. Which one are we fighting?
You know what sucks? Picking a fucking archetype feat. Why are there so many?
It's
Well,
very
there's
true.
It's a night
Simply-
for 26s.
I don't know which one.
I'm gonna
Taking this
kill
for
myself.
now. I will change it later if I feel like it.
I rolled so shit.
All right.
Right,
What a
at least I didn't
fun
roll
set
as
of numbers.
Shit as Callum.
So this is the Gertruda currently grappling Mary over here, who doesn't have an image for some reason.
Are we gonna fucking kill them? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. She's immediately attacking you, so it is up to
Okay.
you
I don't
guys
want
what
to
you
kill
want to do.
them.
Then don't.
murder, just incapacitate.
All right, Shy, you're up first.
Well, alright. Can I hop over the table and get in melee with this one. What, does she just run toward us? Like, does she have a weapon? What's...
She does have a rapier.
Oh, okay.
But she doesn't look like she's going for it right away. She literally looked like she was about to run at you and try and claw at your eyes or something.
Okay. This isn't gonna go well because I have shit charisma, but, we went to the castle one time. What are you talking about?
Is this deception or diplomacy?
Diplomacy. I'm not good at that.
All right, go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
I gotta find it. Oh, boy.
29.
He's not the worst.
Hold on, let me check the, so this is... I guess technically make an impression. Alright, so... You see her eyes still narrow, but she stops like her headlong charge at you. And is just like... No, I saw it. I saw her drink your blood. I saw you. Take it, you. She's not immediately attacking you anymore, but
Well...
you're gonna have to do more than just some words to convince her to stop. That was 2 actions so far.
I'm looking through this list of things I can do. Is there an option for me to just, like, be on guard? I've never done that before. I don't know if it's an option.
Not particularly. You could take cover, essentially. Like behind the table, sort of.
Oh, we. Mm-hmm.
They know you don't have a shield.
Nope.
You could also try a recall knowledge check to see if you can figure something out about her.
Sure, I'll do that one.
Okay.
That's
That would be a religion or applicable lore check.
So religion.
Probably.
Hot on the 19s tonight.
You look at this girl and you see the fury in her eyes. You see that she was going at you without pulling a weapon, and you notice her nails are long and sharp, and that there's a hint of red in her eyes. She's also a vampire.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that knowledge. No, I'm not gonna yell that out.
What do you got for me, Ireena?
She is going to... It's this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna walk over and grapple her.
Okay, athletics check. 26 is actually going to do it. You managed to grapple her. She is grabbed.
And then for my third action... She's just going to, like, attempt to... they're not gonna... Okay, whatever. Should I threaten or should I level with her?
I mean, Ashai seems to be going the diplomatic routes, but it's up to you.
Threaten. Got it.
So threaten, okay.
She's... While she has her grappled, I guess she'll just say, I will let go if you stop.
go ahead, intimidation.
Oh, did I just do that twice? No, I didn't. I did. Fuck.
So is
Okay,
coerce,
whatever. It's like,
essentially.
yeah.
Um.
There we go.
So the 24 against her will save is. Do you want to possibly re-roll it if I
Sure.
tell you that you might want to?
Yeah. Should I?
It's not going to beat her save, but it's still just a regular failure. There you go. That'll do it.
Okay, cool.
You see, you are like easily like a full foot taller than her, and currently have like a death grip on her wrist. You can feel the power underneath this what seems like a frail form. You've seen plenty of vampires before. You know what she's capable of, but in this moment, she is still just a young girl, a young woman, and you are really big, and she is not. And you see her kind of wither under your glare. And she, for her turn, is just going to like look over at the other Gertruda and just say, Mother, it's not me. You have to understand. Please, do something about her. Get her out of here. And I think Ez is going to go over to the other Gertruda and also attempt to grab her. It's probably not going to go very well.
I believe in her.
You shouldn't. There's a plus one to
Fucking
athletics.
never mind.
Yeah, it's the other Gertruda just kind of like pulls away and is like, "Don't touch me. Why would you believe this thing, whatever it is? She came here out of nowhere. We don't know who she is, and she claims that she's me." And Ez is at this point, she's just gonna she's gonna delay her turn is what she's gonna do, and see if there's a point where she needs to jump back into the fight. So Callum's gonna do the same. Oleander, what are you gonna do?
I can see. She's a vampire.
You can make a recall knowledge check.
Yeah, I'll do that. Undead lore.
Undead Loria.
Cool. Please roll good. Fucking for once. Thank you. 30.
Vampire. You see the long fingernails, the barely controlled bloodlust that seems mostly to be overridden by this moment of desperation and anger. You do see that she is currently being restrained by Ireena and
Yeah, the thing is,
being
this
talked
is
down.
right there.
Sure, she is.
Do not throw bottled sunlight again.
It wasn't gonna be bottled sunlight, okay? It was gonna be holy water, first of all.
Mhm. Can you go ahead and actually make me a will save real quick?
Why?
Because I asked you to. You hear a voice in the back of your head, a familiar voice, and you feel this urge of, do you not see a child's love for her mother, a mother's love for her child? Show mercy, please. It doesn't completely take hold of you. It doesn't force your hand, but you do hear that in the back of your mind.
He's going to walk over. Back. Can I? How do I do this?
You got 2 actions.
I
Try
know
one
that's the
thing.
problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Do what Ezmerelda failed to do.
Okay.
So that's my 2 actions.
Okay. Step and grab.
Walk over and grab. And it's athletics, correct?
Yes. And I think Ez will end her delay here, and she's going to attempt to aid you.
Yeah.
So she's going to attempt a deception check to aid you. Try and, like, psych her out. And it is a critical success. So you get a +3 bonus. 3 + 3 circumstance bonus to your athletics check to grapple.
I am fucking re-rolling that shit.
Didn't you already use it?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No.
Oh, right. I asked you if you wanted to, and you decided not to. So, good. Good you still have it. Good choice. Oh, it almost went to a nat 20.
I was... yeah.
A 32 is definitely more than enough to grab this Gertruda. And for the moment, since you've grabbed her before it's her turn, I'm going to pause the encounter. And we'll move more to the roleplay part right here. So you have both Gertrudas grabbed, captured. What are you guys doing?
I'm studying this one.
Go ahead, recall knowledge.
What would I use? Can I use Can I argue Arcana? Or Occultism?
For this one, let me check.
Okay.
It would be...
Please don't say religion.
I'll give you occultism.
Thank fuck. You've got to be shitting me.
Still good enough. What are you trying to figure out here?
What is this? Like,
well, you're currently physically grabbing it, so it can't just be an illusion.
okay.
But there is something unsettling about this Gertruda. I know in the real world we've all heard of the term uncanny valley.
Okay.
But in this world, it's more it's more of an actual thing, because there are creatures that can impersonate other beings that just exist out there. And looking at this girl, this young woman, you're getting this uncanny valley feeling of looking at someone who looks very human, down to like being an almost carbon copy of the other Gertruda, but there's just something off about the way that she's acting in this moment, something off about the way that she carries herself. Nothing that you can like physically pin down to, oh, this is a doppelganger or this is a zombie or something, but there's just something off. Like you're looking at someone through a dream lens rather than an actual person.
To clarify, Reina has the one that just walked in or like just joined.
Yes.
Like, okay. So Reina's gonna tighten her grip a little bit harder, and then just command her to. She's gonna say, "Start talking now. Where were you?"
I left. I went looking for food in the woods a few weeks ago, and I got lost. And this very nice man in a purple suit talked to me and said that he would take me somewhere where I would be safe. And the next thing I knew, I was in the castle, and the Lady Strahda was there, and she gave me such nice things and said such nice things to me. But then a week ago, she just stopped. She was just not there anymore. I don't know what happened, but it was like I fell out of a dream and I ran away.
What do you mean she was not there anymore?
It was as if she didn't care about me anymore. She made me feel like the most important person in the world, and
I
then
look directly at Ireena.
At the ground.
Interesting about that, ain't that, you two? How interesting.
the other Gertruda calls out and is like, "This is obviously a lie. I got lost in the woods, that's true, but nobody came to find me. Nobody came to rescue me. I had to... My mother knows that I came out, I looked like I'd been through hell. I barely managed to avoid the wolves. This must be some kind of trick from the lady, or whatever this other fellow is that she's claiming to know."
Hey, Gertrude, real quick question. This is for both of you. Feel free to answer this if you will. What was your father's name?
Let me get to a name generator real quick.
Every time.
You could just say
Cause she
Save
sure
name.
fuck don't have one in the...
I know that, Jonathan, but I also know that maybe this one might not remember it. So fuck you.
They both say Fatima at the same
Okay.
time.
Okay, so all right, cool.
Is it possible for someone to split in two?
No, something's up.
I look at the one who's a vampire, and I get close and talk really quiet, so maybe her mom can't hear. I hope.
Mm-hmm. She's currently just like... The first time you saw Maggie or Mary, she was not all there. She was clearly like in her like early onset dementia probably, and losing her daughter set her like off really badly. Yesterday and today she'd seemed mostly there, but in this moment with all this that's going on, she's basically just cowering in a corner, not present.
You said you saw me in the castle. Tell me what you saw.
It was very early. I had just woken up and I heard someone moving around, and I followed you, and you went into the there was a chapel or something, and there was a corpse, and you stole a cape off of it, I think. There was some kind of figurine on the altar that you'd knocked away.
This one knows things.
Of course she knows things. If she's a person made by the lady, then of course she would know things.
I'm going to cast message. Where's Ezmerelda? Ezmerelda's like directly in front of me, like helping me out.
Yeah. You're all in this small room.
I'm casting message. She can't respond, but also I'm behind this Gertrude, so she can't see me mouthing the words. Something is off. The one in my arms. This one isn't necessarily real. And based on the fact that the other one is a vampire, and it lets that trail off.
I'm going to make... Actually, I'm going to make this a coin flip. See if Ezmerelda does something that might be really smart and or really dumb.
Please, Ezmerelda, one of us has to be smart.
One
had
of
to
us
have
has
ra-
to be smart.
Van Richten had to have raised at least one smart person. Come on.
I mean, that is true. Have
He couldn't have failed twice.
you met the man?
No, not yet, actually.
Oh, that's a good point. She's going to... No. Alright, so you sent her that message.
Mhm.
What are you expecting her to do in this moment with the knowledge that you've just given her?
I've
Let me put it
given her
that way.
knowledge. I've given her knowledge. I am thinking maybe she might have something that I don't that might help with this situation. To help discern a bit more about what is in my arms currently. But that is, she has been given that information to see if maybe she has something that maybe none of us have, because I know that out of the four of us, we are the spellcasters, and those two are the melees.
Do you hear her voice in your ears as she also has message and is going to cast it back to you?
Yeah,
And it just says, I'm getting the same sense, but I don't know why. There's something wrong, but I don't know what is wrong.
message back. We need to get the older woman out of here. I don't necessarily trust the fact that there is a vampire, but you know. We need to get the innocent out of here before we go in on this one.
You see a look of concentration hit Ez's face. Go ahead and make an Arcana check real quick. Or Occultism, actually.
Occultism? Heard.
Yeah. She's casting a spell. You would recognize it as hypercognition. She's essentially supercharging her brain right now to think about as much of all of the things that she knows that Van Richten has taught her as fast as she can. So I'm gonna roll a 6 recall knowledge checks real quick.
Jesus Christ.
4, 5, 6. One of them's got to be good. Would you believe that 2 of them were nat 1s?
Ezmerelda!
Hold on.
Surely
So
one
the
of them has
highest
to
one.
be good.
Let's.
She's got a hero point.
Occultism. Sure, I'll let her hero point one of them. It's not better.
Ezmerelda.
He's this moment, and she just really at this point is just like really frustrated. Like, I don't know. I can't think of anything. This bloody music is too loud.
I cast Steel Voice.
What is that?
So Steel Voice. I can't believe I prepared this. You steal a creature's voice, rendering them mute. I'm targeting the music.
Put it in chat real quick, because
Yeah,
the way you said it,
chef.
it sounds like it's supposed to be a creature. You steal a creature's voice.
Yeah, I'm banking on the fact that the music is from a creature, not an effect.
It says it targets one creature. You would have to be able to see the creature that you're thinking of, but I'll let you make this. Let's just call it like a counteract check. So,
Okay, so occultism?
yeah.
Okay. Fucking please.
Does anyone want to give somebody a hero point?
I don't got one, bestie.
Are we awarding, or am I handing over my own hero point?
You all have one hero point to give out to someone else during the session.
Take a hero point.
Thank you.
I still can't believe I rolled 2 nat
I
ones
want
for
to
her.
fucking kill myself, Jonathan.
You...
God.
I think in this moment, the best that you can do is, like, there's nothing around for you to throw this at, so kind of in desperation, you throw it at who you suspect is, like, the false Gertruda, and now she's talking and no words are coming out of her voice, out of her mouth.
It's the fucking music. I want to kill myself. I'm gonna be so real with you all, Shy and Ireena. I want to die right now.
It's-
I think it's the music.
You think
Where
it's
is
the
it
music?
coming? Is it? Can I leave and go to the tavern and just walk out the door?
Yeah, you can do that. Meanwhile, she's going. Ez is gonna snap her fingers, and she's gonna touch. She's gonna touch Oleander, and she's going to cast silence on you, which means that you make no sounds and you can't hear things. So essentially, you are in like a silence bubble. At 4th level. So it actually extends around you in like a 10-foot emanation.
How the fuck
And-
is she doing that?
So you don't hear the music?
The music goes... Everything, you can no longer hear anything. And you see the Gertruda in front of you that is trying to talk. Suddenly her features turn like bland and featureless. And what you see in front of you is just a puppet, for lack of a better term. Like a mannequin almost. And in fact, because the music is in an aura that extends to the mannequin, it just sort of goes completely limp in your hands as if its strings are cut. You see outside the bubble, Mary starts screaming again, but you can't hear her. You have reed lips, right? You can probably see that she's screaming like, you killed her, my baby.
Kind of looks at the others. It's like, I fucking can't do shit now, but we figured it out.
Ez is just like looking at the mannequin with very wide eyes, and it's like reading her lips. You can see she's saying, "I don't know what I expected to happen, but it sure wasn't that." Meanwhile, Ashai ran outside to go and like listen for the music. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I am good
Secret.
at those. Kind of.
You want to use your hero point?
I guess I do.
Much better. You run like across the town square towards the tavern where you saw the band playing last night. And you're realizing as you get closer to the tavern that the music isn't getting louder as you're getting closer to where this band is playing, that you can still see is inside the tavern playing. It seems like it's coming from somewhere else in town. And you could probably maybe triangulate it or follow it until you find where it's the loudest. Which seems to be further to the east.
By yourself?
No, I'm gonna go back and get you guys.
Jesus Christ.
You run back into Bildred's Mercantile, and you just see Oleander holding on to what looks like a lifeless Gertruda, who she literally is completely slack in his arms,
Yeah, that
and
sounds
you
about
hear
right.
Mary like screaming like, you killed her! You killed my baby!"
Shut up!
She
Let's
shuts
go.
up.
Can I look?
They don't
mechanically over?
react. They don't react. Because none of you can hear what she's saying.
No. Can I look the doll over? Is there anything on the doll?
I'll let you make one quick perception check before the silence wears off.
Before the what?
Silence only lasts for 1 minute.
Okay. Secret or?
Secret, please. I'd say it doesn't seem to be made out of like it doesn't seem like a mannequin you'd find in like shop, to say. It's not made out of like cloth and stuffing or anything, but it's not like it's made out of flesh or something either. You can't tell what it's made out of, which might be even more distressing, to be honest. You were just holding this human-shaped lump of some indeterminate substance. And then the silence wears off, and suddenly you see Gertruda in your arms again that you're holding on to, and she kind of straightens up, looks around a little confused before looking at you like, the fuck, what are we doing? What happened? I think Ez is probably just gonna go up behind her and just knock her the fuck out. And
Leander will offer an aid.
yeah, just Ez turns to the other Gertruda that Ireena is holding and says, "What do we do about her?"
I do believe this is the real Gertruda.
Sure, but
Truly,
Yeah.
that's up to her mother, is it not?
Well, we need to present all the facts to the mother.
Maybe that's not your business.
Yeah, This seems like personal and private business that is not ours. We should leave.
Oleander.
you know what she is, right? Both of you?
No.
She casts a message, and Ireena, in your ears you hear vampire.
Ooh, so spooky.
I'm saying it's dangerous to leave her
I
unattended.
know what you're saying. I understand. So what, we babysit her?
Not saying we babysit her, I'm saying we need to make sure that nothing untoward will happen while we're gone. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them.
You don't want to hear mine. I don't
That
think you want to hear mine.
doesn't involve murder.
Is
Is there somewhere we could keep her? That she wouldn't be able to get to anyone?
Yeah, sure. I have a fucking house. I guess we can use that. Is that what you're getting at, Ezmerelda?
I wasn't suggesting
Yeah,
that. I
okay.
was...
She can stay in my fucking house.
is that where the snowman is hiding?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, that's even better. It doesn't have blood.
Yeah, but when she attacks it...
She won't need to, because it's not going to help her.
We can all walk back there together. Explain to her about the snowman, or explain to her the snowman will not hurt her.
Alright, easy enough. Let's go then.
Alright, let's go.
Oleander is fighting his demons currently. Like
Callum is doing like mental trauma for Mary at the moment, and he's just like talking very quietly to her, just like everything's gonna be okay. I know things are like very, very interesting right now, and I know you're very worried about what's going on, but we're going to make sure that we take care of your daughter, whichever one is her, and we'll make sure that she gets back to you safe and sound, alright? Do you want me to walk you home? And Mary just kind of nods absentmindedly, and Callum just says, I'll catch you up after I take her home.
Do you remember where to go?
Just outside of town, right?
Yes.
If I get lost somehow, I'll just meet you at the entrance to town.
Alright.
And he walks Mary back to her house while you guys take vampire exclamation point Gertruda to the other house, to Reyna's house. And Ez is dragging mannequin exclamation point Gertruda behind her. I'm just gonna tag it like fanfiction at this point. Jess, your camera is doing something funky.
What?
Okay, never mind. It's fine
It's
now.
just you, I think.
Okay, cool.
No, it was flashing up, but I think it's good. now.
All right.
What was
Sure.
it? It was doing
Don't worry
what?
about it. Don't worry about it.
It was just like some
Um,
light flashing. But it's fine now.
You get to Rena's house. Let Gertruda know what's up. As hog ties the other Gertruda.
Should I tie this
Um,
one?
I don't think that will be necessary.
How
Great.
long have you been a vampire?
How long have you been
couple-
17?
Shut the fuck up!
100 years.
No, he says a while. Get it together.
I don't give a flying fuck.
You do.
Could not care less about Twilight.
Would not care less. I gave it a try, and it was boring.
Anyway, how long has she been a vampire?
A couple of weeks.
How long has it been since we went to the castle? It's been a few months, right?
Yeah.
Couple of weeks. Have you fed yet?
The lady has, yes, I fed just before I left.
Is she the one who turned you?
No, I sure did.
You're going to stay here and behave, right?
Of course. I just want my mother back. I know she doesn't have much time left, but I want her to be happy while she can. And
What? Wait, what? Sorry, I zoned out. The gods were talking to me. What's up?
Gertruda has agreed not to cause any trouble because she just wants her mother to be okay again, just wants to get back to her mom. And in this moment, she definitely looks like a very young woman. She's not yet even in her 20s.
Oriana just takes a step outside.
She's going to be 17 for a while. You get her set up, and you all leave the house, start to head back to town, and cross Callum on the way.
The music seemed to be coming from the east, not the tavern.
What's in the east?
I don't know.
Mostly residential from the last time you were there. But you didn't really thoroughly canvass the town last time you were here. You had a dinner invitation that you wanted to go to. Because somebody was horny for Mommy Strahda.
And
They still are.
what's
I
your
know.
point? To the east.
You,
Which way- While we're walking, just
Mhm.
quick question. Which way does Asher walk? I want to know where that twink is at all times.
he wandered into town.
He's
Okay,
So,
well,
like,
we
from
don't
the
know if
cemetery, from the cemetery, which is on the north side of town, he went south.
South. Okay, so not the way that we're... Okay, cool. Hey, look, maybe I want to grab a drink with him afterwards. Who knows?
Tavern's right there. And so are the... Anyway. You pass through town, following Ashai's keen senses, to the east, and eventually to the north. The road out of the village of Barovia swings pretty sharply to the east, far out into the distance, into the Svalich woods, and eventually, Ireena would know, to the curtain of mist that surrounds Barovia. You follow that road for a little bit, still in town, and then Ashai takes a brief cut north to the northeast corner of Barovia, where you see, slightly set apart from all of the other residential buildings, is this much older, fancier looking house. It's not quite a mansion, but it definitely looks nicer than the other buildings.
I sense Nico and Jess know what this is, but I have no idea. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
In fact, let's leave Barovia. Let's never return.
You can see there's a wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other that fills the archway of a stone portico. The gate seems to be unlocked.
Hey, maybe everything in there is for level 1 adventurers. Fucking hopefully.
Walk in.
I cast Sense the Unseen.
You cast Sense the Unseen, and you do not see anything unseen around.
Cool. Including ghosts.
No ghosts.
Alright, that stays up for 10 minutes.
This is where it's not like blaringly loud in your ears, but Ashai, you can tell that like this is the building where the source of this music is coming from.
I just want to know where it's coming from at this point. I'm just gonna keep walking.
You head toward the front door. The unlocked gate swings, lets out a horrible screech from rusty hinges as you approach. There's unlit oil lamps hanging from the portico ceiling by chains, and there's a set of oaken doors that look like they would open into the building.
Can I check for traps?
I'm going to say that you guys are experienced adventurers. You don't need to tell me if you're searching for traps. If there is a trap, I will then tell you to roll to see if you find it. So it's just easier than you every single room asking, do I find a trap?
Sure.
Does
Everybody
the door
always
have a trap
yells
on
at
it?
me when I open doors, and I
No,
don't check
that's
for traps.
absolutely fair.
I have my sword
And-
out.
Specifically because of that, I'm implementing this
Oh.
rule that I heard about.
My favorite. Enclosed spaces.
Ooh, I can't cast fireball.
Ooh, I can't do any of my weapon shit.
Here's the house, by the way. It looks very nice, doesn't it?
House. Uh-huh. Sure.
Definitely not worrisome or anything.
I'm sure this has nothing to do with the dolls or the creepy fucking mannequin.
Why would it?
So I kicked the door. Fucking.
We kick the door. Okay.
You said there's no traps, so fuck you. I kicked the door.
That's not what I said. I said that if there are traps, I'll tell you instead of you asking me every 5 seconds to check for traps. But yeah, you go ahead, you kick the door open, and it leads into this nice foyer.
I look over at Ollie like, I was getting to opening the door.
You hesitated 1 second too
I'm
long.
going to slap you. Walk inside.
Okay. Now you can go ahead and make me a secret perception check. Oh, nice. That's a crit.
I hope.
A critical
good
failure.
Yeah, a bad crit.
You, as you're about to take a step into this foyer, you sense an oppressive aura of sorrow that is clearly not natural.
Okay.
There's some kind of haunt in this room.
Haunt? Can I see it?
You don't see anything immediately.
I look at Ollie and is. Do you two have something for this?
So this can be disabled by either a religion expert or a deception expert check.
Hey, Ezmerelda, have fun.
Why me?
Do I look like a religious man to you, or one that knows how to lie well?
Do I?
You look like you know how to tell a lie.
That's fair. I do.
Thank you.
Right. If you can let me do it, then I suppose I will.
I'm here supporting you from behind.
Thanks.
Don't worry
Oleander.
about that. No, I'm gonna actually jump off a building now. So.
Well, there's a few staircases, I'm sure. Like, it's only, what, 40 feet? I don't know if that's fatal or not.
It's
No
enough
one's
to-
jumping off of any buildings.
Maybe if you go face first, but otherwise.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
you see her kind of like steel herself and walk ahead. And she rolls deception, which is 26. Did you say you were aiding her? Or
Yes, I
was that
was.
just... Okay. How are you aiding her? Are you also going to make a deception check?
I was going to use occultism to pinpoint the exact
Sure.
place.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm in fact not helping her.
It's probably the same... No, it's, 8 is just a flat 15 unless I say it's something else, right?
I guess, I don't know.
Something that requires a TableTopRPGMusic is particularly hard. I'll say even, like, it's not like a super duper hard, like you pointing it. So that does actually give her a plus. Your master, but it's only +1 circumstance. But the DC was 27, so your +1 actually brings her from a failure to success. You see her walk forward, and as you point out the points of power, you see these weighted chains that sort of like try to settle around Ezmerelda, but she just strides forward as if they're not even there and just passes through them, and the haunt is deactivated. You see her, like, from the other side of the room, just kind of, like, give her, like, oh, glad I can ignore my regrets and everything as well as I can.
Ooh.
Could have been worse.
Could have been better, but could have been worse. Alright, let's, I guess, move
Come on in.
forward. I'm
The water's
coming.
fine. Everything's wonderful in here. There's definitely no problems. All right, whatever. As she walks in, the rest of you follow her into a beautiful main hall that runs the width of the house. There's a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. You see, mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a long sword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood-paneled walls are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. You see a few other doors in this room as well, to the north and one to the south. It seem like they lead into other parts of this first floor. And of course, the staircase that leads up to the second. Seems to be probably about a three-floor mansion with possibly an attic.
Do you each want to take a door? Speed this up.
Yeah, let's each take a door. I'm not gonna say that. Let's each take a door.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right, there you go.
Ezmerelda just smiles and walks towards one of the doors. Let's roll for it. Everybody roll me just a d20.
Yes, chef. That's a d12.
That's
Man, we're getting a lot of nat ones tonight. That's great.
Fuck you. Oh, I didn't roll the nat one, Justin. Okay, I thought I did.
So, Ireena, you stride towards one of the doors, fling it open, and you find a cloakroom. There's several black cloaks hanging from hooks on the walls, and there's a top hat sitting on a high shelf. But absolutely nothing else in this room.
Ireena's gonna take the top hat. Thank you.
Of course.
As Ireena should.
As she should.
Is she just taking it or is she putting it on?
Oh, she's putting it on.
Cool, so we just turn around just like...
Ireena's a top hat.
Like, hey, what's up?
I have hat on head.
Hat on head.
Well, now you gotta draw that, Cork.
Ireena with hat on head.
I have purse. Luckily, I have purse. I have shoe.
You have shoe.
I have hat on head.
Oleander, you open the south door into an oak-paneled room that looks like a hunter's den. You see mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. There's a couple of padded chairs draped in animal furs facing the hearth, with an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine, 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. A chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs. And there's also 2 cabinets standing against the walls.
I have to put away meta knowledge. And then I gotta stuff it deep.
As I've said many, many times before, don't worry, my shit's different.
See the Unseen is ending at this point. So I, have, I do one quick look around before it drops. But is there anything in here?
No ghosties.
Nothing?
Nothing invisible in here, no.
Okay. Can I just... Can I just check the head or something like in the area? Just doing like Arcana, just checking to see is there any magical items in here that I might know. Just
make a perception check.
Perception or Arcana?
Arcana is not going to help. If you want to like see if there are magical items in the area, that's detect magic, but it doesn't help you specify.
Okay.
So if you're just looking for interesting stuff, then yeah, it's a secret perception check. You look around the stuffed wolves. There's like nothing in their mouths. There's nothing in like the stag's head. There's nothing. I think the most interesting thing that you find is that the one of the cabinets is locked, and the other cabinet is unlocked and has an assortment of wine glasses and a deck of playing cards. And
Locked, you
everything
say.
here is under a very thick veneer of dust. Like nobody has been here for a long, long time.
Well, isn't it interesting then that I have thieves' tools because I want to unlock it?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, please, can I have one good roll? Oh my god, it was almost a natural one.
It opens very easily under your fingers. And you find it's clearly like an armory for like a hunter. There's a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 60 bolts.
Bolts, not arrows, correct?
Bolts, yes.
Damn it. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go over to the wine cask and like kind of lift it and look it around. It's not filled, obviously, right?
The wine cask?
Yeah, the thing that you said was there. I'm lifting it and I'm looking at it.
No, there's wine in the cask of wine.
Can I sniff it?
You sure can. It smells like wine.
How old?
Very, very old, very rich wine.
The urge to drink this is so
Do
hot.
it.
I
Do
would
it.
say
Do
with
it.
the knowledge of the fact that the winery is gone, this could actually be more valuable than it originally was.
Drink it. Fucking take a sip.
The Oleander's first drink ever is drinking an unknown wine in a building.
Give it to Ireena. She'll sip it.
Why not? Why not?
Oleander does bring it to his lips just to taste it, just to be like, I get the whole entire idea about alcohol. I guess I'll try it. No.
I mean, it tastes like wine. I don't know what Oleander thinks about wine.
He
Like,
takes a
personally,
sip and he goes, "Bleh." It's
Yeah.
fucking gross.
same to
People
be
like
honest.
this? Ugh.
It tastes like wine. It tastes like
dare
fermented
you.
Uh,
Wine is the
Fuck
best.
wine.
Take that back right now.
The scandalized gas.
Fuck all kinds of alcohol.
Okay, well you're just
Okay,
incorrect
well.
for that one.
Can I look around to see if there's like hidden door, hidden? It's an old house. I would assume that there might be like some hidden passageways to different rooms.
Nothing that you've noticed.
Shall we go upstairs?
I'm not done yet. That was only 2 rooms.
Shall we go upstairs?
He just comes out with a bottle of wine.
I'll be taking that off your hands.
Oh,
Uh,
alright.
Ashai has opened a door to a dining room with this beautiful carved mahogany dining room table surrounded by 8 high-back chairs with sculpted armrest and cushioned seats. There's a crystal chandelier hanging above the table covered in resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Though, of course, like everything else, it is covered in a thick layer of dust. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale. There's red silk drapes covering the windows, tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf hanging from an iron rod bolted to the south wall.
Can I, like, look behind the pictures and tapestries? See if there's anything.
Make a
What are
perception
you
check.
two laughing at? I'm scared.
Ignore them. They're stupid.
You're perfectly safe.
You're perfectly safe. kind of like look behind everything for any kind of secret panels. Nothing sticks out at you until you like look a little bit closer at the wall paneling, carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. But the closer you look at it, the more like something seems a little kind of off as you're looking closer, and you notice that in the tree trunks you can see like twisted faces carved into them and wolves lurking amid the foliage.
I don't
the
like
paneling.
the faces these two are making. What do the faces look like?
I love when people get to experience this for the first time.
They look like they're in like pain or screaming. They're twisted beyond any kind of real
They
recognition.
look familiar. Are they adults? Are they kids? Are they teenagers? Are they old people?
It's difficult to tell any specifics.
Cool.
It's like fucking Edvard Munk's Scream.
Of course. Can I poke it?
Poke it. Jump back, but it's just wood. The sounds of the music are still very present as you're making your way through the house. Not, again, overwhelmingly loud, but
Can we try and
ever present.
Can we try and pinpoint the room?
I will let you know if you find anything with your perception checks.
Fucking okay, I guess.
Is there anything else that looks like it's of worth in here? I don't really care about silverware anymore.
Not particularly. Maybe the tapestry might be worth a pretty penny, but it's also kind of unwieldy.
Yeah.
Maybe don't steal shit. I don't know. Maybe in this house don't steal shit.
I didn't take anything. You guys took some wine. That's on you.
Oh, and a top hat. I already forgot about my top hat.
Ez comes back from the other room and is just like, it's just a kitchen and a pantry. There's a dumbwaiter that seemed to go up to the other floors. So whoever had this building was apparently very rich.
Can we go up the stairs now?
Certainly, no one was stopping you.
God was.
I didn't say shit.
Raina's gonna start drinking the wine.
You start drinking the wine, and everyone starts heading up the stairs to the next floor. And we'll go ahead and take our break here.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God I'd pee so bad.
I know you small bladdered bitches need to go pee.
I didn't even wait. I just went.
We'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Bye. Tee. And welcome back. We were just making our way up to the second level of this nondescript and definitely not worrisome house on the outskirts of the village of Barovia. Nothing to worry about.
Ireena, you have lived here for a long time. What is this place?
God.
It's an old house that nobody's lived in for a long time. I don't necessarily know how much Ireena has really cared about the village of Barovia when she's. It's an old house. Nobody's lived here for a long time.
It's an old house. Nobody's lived here for a long time.
Clearly somebody is here. There's music coming from somewhere.
Is it coming from above or below, do we think?
Now you guys can make perception checks to see.
Thank you.
There is a creature in my corner chasing her tail.
No, not a creature.
Can I roll good challenge? Impossible.
Ireena, as you get up to the second floor of this building, it's very subtly less loud. And you notice this as you're walking into this upper hall that is just as fancy as the one downstairs. Unlit oil lamps mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. There is a wood-framed portrait hanging above the mantelpiece of this man and woman and what are clearly their two children, a boy and a girl. There are standing suits of armor flanking wooden doors in the east and west walls. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a visored helm shaped like a wolf's head. The doors are carved with dancing utes. And the red marble staircase continues in an upward spiral.
Now we continue looking through rooms.
The music has gotten softer.
Which means we need to go back
Down.
Where did you say that they had a... Ez, you said that they had... My hand
A
movements are not
dumbwaiter?
making this
Oh,
Yes, there
Nico.
was a dumbwaiter in the kitchen. I didn't really check it too closely. Do you think it goes down?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to check.
Suppose we can go check. It's fine.
So back downstairs then.
All right.
You head back downstairs real quick into the kitchen that Ez found, which everything that you've seen in here is, other than the layer of dust over everything, like, immaculate. There's no signs of anything being destroyed, no broken plates, no broken window panes. All of the glassware and the dishes and the silverware all look like they have been properly placed to create this beautiful essence of a beautiful mansion, except for the fact that there's nobody here yet. And the kitchen is very similar. It's tidy. All the dishware, the cookware, the utensils are neatly placed on shelves. There's a work table with a cutting board and a rolling pin atop it, a stone oven near the east wall. There's a well-stocked pantry, although there is no... Sorry, not a well-stocked pantry, but there is a pantry behind one of the doors that is empty. And then Ez takes you over to... There's a small door in the corner that you find a dumbwaiter. It's not very large. It's like 2 feet wide, with inside is a wooden elevator box that is attached to a simple rope and pulley mechanism.
It's too bad we don't have Aster.
Yeah. Leander, puts his pack down, and he's gonna pull out some like cloth bandages, just something that he has on hand, and he's gonna stuff them in his ears.
Okay.
To drown out the music.
Sure.
Does it do anything? Does he see anything different now that he can't hear the music?
No.
I've stuffed my ears. That way, if anything with the music changes what we see, might be of help. Do you guys want some stuff to stuff your ears as well?
Can you still hear the music?
Not really.
Mostly muffled, yeah. There's still maybe like an inkling of it, but
I can
I
read
guess we
your...
should try.
Yeah. He hands Ireena some cloth and then a shy, and then offers some to Ezmerelda as well.
There any other like doors in here? Any like
nothing besides
things
the
on
pantry and the
floor?
dumbwaiter.
Okay. Does it
I mean,
look like
I
the
had
dumbwaiter goes
Ezmerelda
down?
check it, but if someone else wants to check it, if they don't trust
I
Ezmerelda,
would
you're
like
welcome
to
to.
check myself.
Nothing that you see.
He kind of opens up where the dumbbell thing is. Whatever the fuck it's called, don't laugh at me.
Dumbwaiter.
Please. The dumbwaiter. It goes down, right? I can make it go down.
You pull the rope and pulley, but it doesn't seem to go down.
I gotta find a way down.
There was a room with like
You've made a serious assumption.
I did.
screaming
And everyone
faces
listened to me.
carved it. Would you like to go look at that room? Perhaps there was something I missed.
Sure. There is what with faces?
You go
Are they,
into the
like,
dining
carved?
room, and a shy kind of like points out in the wood paneling that initially looks like elegant images of deer among the trees. The closer you look at it, the more you see like these twisted faces in the etchings of the trees and wolves hiding amidst the brush.
Got it. Doing the same thing that I did with the other room, doing a quick look around for any hidden doors, buttons.
Nothing.
Should we just explore the higher rooms? Even though the music seems to be coming from down here.
I mean,
Well, fancy
I say
mansion like
we-
this, I'm sure they have some secrets to find.
Well, I say we just follow the music. Don't snoop around too much.
I don't know where we could follow it if it's coming from below us, but there's no stairs that go down. Must be missing something.
Outside? A cellar?
Perhaps?
Leander's gonna go back into the kitchen just to... He's checking every corner. Just covering all bases, just checking to see, like...
Yeah, go ahead and make me one more perception check.
Tell me if I need a hero point it.
You look around the dining room and the kitchen, and you notice something a little odd about the architecture. There's a few, like, most of the rooms down here have some kind of, like, a fireplace or a hearth or something like that. And in the main hall, there's a door that leads to a coat room. And you notice in the dining room, like, a corner of the dining room is not accessible because that's where that room is. But you notice there's a similar, like, walled-off chunk that you can't account for between the main hall and the dining room. Like there's this solid square section of the floor plan that is apparently just completely just taken up by solid brick. You still don't see any like hidden doors or anything, but there's it just seems odd to you that there's a solid 5 foot by 5 foot section of the floor plan that is just completely unused.
Oleander tells this to the rest of the group.
Where did you say that
So-
was in between?
Between the main hall and the dining room. Essentially, like, directly opposite of the coat room.
If we go into the coat room, move coats aside, is there fucking anything?
No, it's like there's the coat room, then there's the
Visualize.
entrance to the dining room, and then there's this unaccounted for section.
Oleander goes to the wall of that unaccounted section. He's gonna feel it.
Like feel it, knock it. There's definitely a hollow space behind it.
Oleander takes out his knife.
It's solid brick.
Oh, it's
I'm,
brick. Okay.
Yes,
I mean,
I'm telling you that you have not found any secret. You've noticed that there's something there, but you've not found anything on this floor that suggests a secret door or anything like that.
Keep going upstairs. I'm gonna take a slide down.
Is Shy's just going like all the way to the top?
Follow up.
I mean, I'll wait for everybody, but
Or are you just skipping the second floor to go up to the third, or?
opinions.
Sure.
If you take the third, I'll take the second.
Sure. Why don't
Do we
you and
want-
Ez
Do
stay?
Ez and Ollie second, Reina and
And-
Ashai third.
And I will be backup for anyone who needs me. I'll hold down the fort down here. If anyone screams, I'll come running.
I was like, who is that?
Callum! It's Callum!
Alright.
I forgot about
Oh,
Callum!
who's in here with us?
You're still here? Okay.
It's the fucking Office meme.
Yeah.
Just like stick up as ah.
Oh man, that was
Callum
funny.
is
I was
down
like,
below.
is there?
I was like, we just said that Ezmerelda was gonna be with me. What do you mean she's?
I was-
just gonna
yeah.
stay
And then you're like,
below?
wait, that
all of
accent
us
is a
were
little
like-
different.
Sorry, Noah.
Love you.
We have
Mean
object
it.
permanence problems.
You guys are literally toddlers.
And what about it?
All right.
All right. So Ez and Oleander will take the second floor. We'll start with the two of you. You see that fancy room that I mentioned, and there's a door to the north and a door to the south, and a very fancy portrait above the mantle.
You want to take south? I take north.
Sounds fine to me. Try not
Yeah.
to die or anything.
I'll scream.
Fair enough. All right. So you head through the north door, and you see red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk. Everything here is mahogany. Everything's great. And a matching high-back chair face the entrance in the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall, and a rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves.
Did you just say there were books here?
I sure did, Mr. I Love Books.
What books are here?
A lot.
Why have you done this?
He said he took the north room. What do you want from me?
Can I look through the books to see if there's anything of interest?
Hundreds of books, covering a range of topics, including history, warfare, and alchemy. There are also several shelves containing first edition collected works of poetry and fiction.
Okay. Is there anything about magic?
Go ahead and make a perception check. You don't see any shelves dedicated to magic. You do, however, notice there is a red-covered book that all the other books clearly have like the titles on the spines, but this one has a blank spine.
I'm gonna go over to it and pull it out.
You
The
do
runic
so,
spines.
and you hear the sound of like some kind of door opening.
I look around.
I will tell you in just a second because I need to check what Ezmerelda is doing real quick. Oh, excuse me. I'm disgusting. Please forgive me. See if she will notice something. Okay, good. As you're about to go check out this secret that you found, you hear Ez from behind you say, Oleander, there's another trap over here. Pont, if you'd like to maybe help me. It seems more your speed.
Yeah. And then we can check out the secret doorway that I found.
Oh, I love secret doorways. Let's try not to die first, though.
Yeah. He's gonna walk over. What do I see?
The other door leads to... What's the number? 10. Leads to what looks like a conservatory of some kind. You see gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which has a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests in the northwest corner, and near the fireplace is a large standing harp. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece. Ez, however, is pointing out this section of the room that's right next to the mantle that you, as you kind of focus your senses, you can see this lingering presence of arcane energy that, or occult energy rather, that she says, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think it's some kind of illusory, confusing effect.
Alright. When he will go over and
Would
try
be
to...
an occultism check.
Yes.
That's one success. Yes, hazards can sometimes have more than one check associated with it in Pathfinder.
Do I have to roll occultism again, or is it a second?
Yes.
Okay.
You kind of like are pulling apart this, what's going on here. And the more you're doing it, the more you're figuring that this haunt, the one out front seemed like it was just a keep people out kind of thing. This one feels a little more more directed. It feels more malevolent than the one out front. It's being actively maintained almost by some kind of presence of maybe spirits, maybe something else. But you do reach out and kind of pull the last thread of magic and just it unravels and you see the energy disperse into the air.
Because I rolled so high on the last one, can I try and reverse it? I have trick magic item.
It's not a magic item, though. It's a
Yeah.
hazard.
But like, can I try?
Uh,
At least if you
if
say
it was
it's
a
active.
if it was a critical success, maybe I would have, but it was only a regular success.
35? Fuck. Okay. Can I try and visually see, I guess, the magic coming from a specific source or nah?
You follow the energy as it's dissipating, and it's sort of you see it sort of into a few spots in this room, and you see it sort of almost coalesce into these wisps of arcane energy that almost kind of look like fireflies wreathed in smoke. And now I will need you to roll for initiative along with Ez. As soon as I get you on this particular screen.
Yay. Oh, God, I have nothing. Okay, cool. Awesome. This is gonna go great, guys.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Fuck me.
I think the stream can't see where the fuck
I
are
know.
they?
Oh, that's the wrong button. Over here.
I see.
Zoom out.
Yeah.
You found it? Okay. All right. So let's jump right into it. The one right in front of you, as these things pop into existence, they start glowing. It is going... No, that's not the button I wanted you to press. It is going to use Flicker on you. It churns and flits in the air around your head, and I need you to make a will save.
Famously good for those. Okay. Hold on, I can't remember if I have that feat that makes me stupid.
Makes me stupid?
You know, the one where it's like overconfidence that if you fail,
Yes.
you super fail?
Yeah.
I do not.
No, that's on Alistair.
Not anymore, it's not. God. I'm not
That
here
is...
for that.
Okay. Okay, that's a critical success, so you are immune to this for 24 hours now.
Just from this creature or from all of them?
To this particular ability.
From all of them.
Anything using Flicker, yeah. That's... I think it makes sense. Because they're all the same kind of creature. And then it is going to attempt to shock you. And that is a hit. They're going to take 8 lightning damage. 8 electricity damage, rather. And that will bring it to Ez, who was mostly like not sure what to do, and then one of them attacked you, so she's going to attack it right back. First is going to pull out her Ghost Touch Silver Sickle Does she have the dual draw thing, or no? She doesn't. All right. So first action to draw just the sickle. Keep that for now. And then is going to first. Courageous Anthem. So everybody gets a +1 stat bonus. And then is going to attempt to stabbity stab. And does in fact hit. And is going to deal 6 damage. And
I could cast Fireball.
you could in fact cast Fireball. That is something that you could do. Is it something that you should do? I don't know. That feels like something that what's his face in Vallaki would do. But that's just me. Anyway, that's it for Ez, which brings it to the flicker wisp that she just attacked, and it's going to attempt to flicker her. We'll save. It's a failure. So Ez is going to be confused for a round.
This is the worst, in fact.
And then the Flicker Wisp is going to use Consume Confusion. So it is going to regain 3 hit points. And the confusion is going to continue on Ezmerelda for a while.
Okay.
Oleander.
Fuck.
Ez looks a little bit out of it.
Do I get to...
You get to what?
I get to Arcane Cascade!
Oh, yay!
Yeah! Fucking... select damage type. Actually, before Arcane
Well,
Cascade...
you have to cast a spell or make a spell strike first.
To get into Arcane Cascade?
Yes. It says requirements. You used your most recent action this turn to cast a spell or make a spell strike.
Yeah. I'm gonna first do some recall knowledge real quick on these things.
Okay.
Are they ghosts? Can I use undead lore?
They are not ghosts.
Do I use occultism or arcana?
You would indeed use occultism.
Okay. This thing that I'm being given, is this a +1?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Courageous Anthem.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn that circumstance bonus off then. Okay. Occultism. Add.
A 22 is enough.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
What is its? Is it vulnerable to anything?
It does not have any weaknesses.
Okay. It does not have any weaknesses, so no specific. Okay, and then
No weaknesses.
because knowledge is power.
That's only if you critically succeed, I believe.
Well, what if I cry? Okay.
What if I cry?
I'm gonna call out. It doesn't have any weaknesses. Can I try?
Ez just kind of like looks at you and her eyes are like crossed, just like, what? I'm gonna kill you?
Please, not me. The other ones. Can I try and snap her out of it? Is that something that I can do? Is that an action I can do?
Let me see. Anytime you can slap her, and it can possibly end the condition. So you can
As
make an unarmed
I'm-
strike.
If I make an unarmed strike, that's gonna be bad, because... As I'm so sorry about this. And I'm going to do that.
Go for it.
thing.
See if you can hit her. Currently, she's kind of like she's very like drunken fist right now.
Gotcha. I'm trying to find the thing that I can do. It's the thing. Oh my god.
I
so
love the
sorry.
thing.
I'm so sorry. It's the attack that I can do with, oh, it's just an unarmed attack that I can just do, and then it looks different.
Correct.
I'm so sorry. This is taking forever. I apologize.
Just slap her. A slapper. A 23 does... Oh, well, with the... Hold on.
That's with everything added. I do not hit her, in fact.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I wasn't sure about the confusion was taking
I'm gonna
effect
try
yet.
one more time because she is the melee. I am not the melee.
Okay. My guy. You try and slap Ezmerelda, but she's just like dancing out of your reach, like, no.
What does it look like?
You're trying to hold back so you don't actually hurt her, and she's just fucking knocking all of your attempted slaps away.
I've done nothing this turn, and I'm done.
Alright. Liquor Wisp is going to stride over to you, and then is going to attempt a cute little shock against you. Which hits by 1 because you are flanked.
Yep.
So you're going to take 9 electricity damage. And then another one. That one's going to critically miss, if that matters for you.
No.
Alright. I'm then going to take another shock. Which hits for 5 electricity damage.
Jesus. Oh my... No.
Crit for 16 electricity damage.
Oh no.
And then a miss. Now it is Ezmerelda's turn. She is confused. So she uses all her actions to strike or cast defensive cantrips. Determined randomly by the GM.
Oh, if she fucking punches me in the face, I'm gonna kill myself.
I mean, you did just try and hit her, so her first attack is going to be at you. She's just in the midst of one of her dodges is going to like throw up her foot, and then just suddenly her Sterling Dynamo goes and is just gonna fucking try and hit you right in the face, and misses.
Thank fuck.
And then she will do actually, I need to check this. Okay, cool. So, the Flicker Wisp has an ability called Innocuous, which means that it cannot be targeted by any creature that is confused. So she's just gonna keep attacking Oleander. That 25 is a hit. So you're gonna take 4 damage from her Ghost Touch Silver Sickle. Actually, hold on. No, I did do that at map. Okay. And then one more, which critically misses. Confuse, it's only when you take damage that confusion can end, so... Yeah.
I want to die.
No.
Hey, one of the wisps should fucking attack her, please.
No, they're not stupid.
God damn it.
You're gonna take another 5 electricity damage. And this one is going to use Consume Confusion again for its third action. To continue the confusion on Ezmerelda. And regain some HP. Yeah, as long as one of them keeps using this, Ezmerelda is going to continue staying confused.
Whose turn?
Oleander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm punching Ezmerelda in
Do-
the face.
do you
Surely I
also-
can hit her.
Do you also maybe want to call for some backup?
I am intending to, but first I want
Okay.
to get her not confused. Yeah.
All right,
No, I'm
go ahead.
screaming for help, but fucking. If you tell me that misses
33
her, I'm gonna
hits.
kill you.
So go ahead and roll damage. Alright, so she's gonna take 6 damage.
What the
And then
fuck
she
does
gets-
that look like?
You tell me, what does it look like when you...
You're the one that told me that it fucking. You'll tell me what happens when it comes up.
She succeeds at the flat check. So she's no longer confused. You slap her so hard, she's like... Oh my god, Oleander, I'm so sorry. You still have 2 actions.
Can I call out as a free action, or is that going to be an action?
I would call it an action to call for backup.
My asshole is getting reamed. Can I have some help, please? And then
your third action is to get your asshole reamed.
only Ez is going to see this.
I sure hope so.
I'm going to tap Vitality.
Ooh. So, you tap Vitality. Ezmerelda sees this pall of, like, it almost kind of looks like a fairy fire of this haze of pink and iridescent colors sort of fall over you, and all of your wounds start to heal. And yeah, you heal 32, which is a significant amount. And I'm gonna roll a secret dice over here real quick. Cool. Alright. Flicker Wisp number 3 is going to attempt to confuse Ezmerelda again.
I just fixed that one. Do not.
I know you did. But again, this is what they do.
Bitch. Nothing.
She has a hero point. I'll let her hero point it.
Fucking thank you.
Okay, see, she succeeded this time. Aren't you happy?
Yes.
At the top of the round, Ashai and Ireena hear the call and come running down. Two of you can go ahead and roll for initiative real quick.
Thought you said you could handle this.
Paul.
I thought I did too. It hurts a lot.
I'm sorry, it's my fault. I might have stabbed him a few times by mistake.
What?
I'm sorry.
It's been worse.
Don't worry, you're still gonna get your asshole reamed a little bit.
I mean, I'm fucking surrounded, my dude.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. 11 more electricity.
Thank God
A
I got
miss.
to use cat vitality. Gee,
And a crit.
thank God I used cat vitality.
So that's another 20 electricity damage.
Hey, so all of that type vitality is gone.
Yep, sure is. But you would be unconscious if not for that.
Right.
So, Ireena, you're up. You just see these little, like, firefly smoky wisps flying around Oleander and Ez.
Okay.
And they are currently reaming Oleander's ass.
They
I
are.
don't want to see that.
Well, maybe kill him then.
How?
With your
Shit.
fucking weapon.
Is my weapon gonna do anything?
Smack it.
You
There's
can
no
find out.
weakness. There's no weakness. I still haven't been able to get off with
31 is a hit.
strike.
Great.
Alright, 16 damage. You just chunked it from full to half.
You gotta be shitting me.
Ooh, I forgot to rage. Fuck.
Rage now?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Why'd I do that?
I'm gonna laugh if only now you cast Fireball.
Don't you fucking dare.
I'm not fucking catching fireball.
It would be hilarious, though.
Fucking, it would be, wouldn't it?
Okay.
It brings
That's
it to Ez. She is going to stride over here so that she can do her fun little piston punch against these two guys. Which is indeed a hit. So they're both going to take 5 damage. Yep, and bring it to this one. I think it's going to go over here to Ashai. And Ashai, I need you to make a will save.
Well, that's kind of rude. I'm not good at those.
I know.
That's fucking rude of you.
Okay, you're fine. And then it will make a shot at you. Well, there, now you can actually see it. And that's a miss. Alright. Now it is Ashai's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna stab it. Do. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it.
That's a hit. Mm. 13.
Gonna do it again.
Sure. $23 is a hit.
Nut.
15 more damage. Guess what? That's enough to kill that one.
Thank God. My last action, I'm moving. Oh. There's a lot going on in here. I see. And I'm just gonna stand. Actually, hold on. How much did I move? 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna stand in the way of Ez, I guess.
Oleander.
Okay. I'm going to... My knife is out. All I can fucking do is use my knife. Unless, will you allow me to spell strike with the thing that I can do?
I don't see why not.
Cool. Then that's what I'm gonna do, because I think that the dagger is less...
The dog bone
It's
knife?
less damage. Yeah, I think it's less damage than if I just fucking punch this thing.
I still think you should just cast Fireball.
I think I should not, in fact, cast Fireball.
Be just like Victor.
I'm gonna can I do Sure Strike? Yes, okay. I'm gonna cast Sure Strike. And then I'm going to Spell Strike. And I'm going to be... These things are not undead, they're arcane energy. I'm gonna cast Ignition.
Okay.
So yeah, let me first throw whatever the hell I do. I don't want to call it a punch.
What do you want to call it?
Well, it depends, Jonathan. What the hell does she do inside my body?
When you... The rest of you, mostly you just see Oleander kind of like throw out his hand and this fire energy comes from it as he casts Ignition in the spell strike. But you also see this, the same as I mentioned earlier, this essence of like iridescent pink energy, almost like a wind of perfume or a wind of some kind that the energy of the spell is being carried through. And a 30 definitely hits.
First punch damage. 10 plus...
10 damage.
Roll damage.
Cool. The fire does nothing. They are a kind of will-o-wisp and are therefore immune to most magics. That brings it to Flicker Wisp number 3. Which is...
Didn't we just go through this on Monday?
I don't know what you're talking about. This isn't a will-o-wisp. This is something very clearly different.
This is Tartuccio.
It's just fucking Tartuccio again.
He's here too.
I mean, Escher has an Italian accent too, so...
Alright, how much damage?
6 more electricity. And then... It's going to attempt to confuse Ireena. So, Ireena, I would like you to make a will save. That is a success. You are not confused. I mean, they've got this nice little flanking on Oleander, so I was just gonna keep trying to fuck you up. That one hits. Only because of the flanking. So you're gonna take another, all of 5 damage. And then it will use its last action to fly over here to the other side of Ireena. Which actually does trigger an attack of opportunity for you.
Because I have that feat.
Because you have that now.
Which one was it? This one? This
So
one?
you make a strike of
I know.
whatever weapon you have
Which
out,
one?
yeah.
No, this one?
Yes, the one to your left. That's a hit.
Slay.
Please slay it. Ooh, big damage!
Holy shit.
It's not quite dead, but it's certainly pretty close after that.
Nice.
And now it's your
I'll kill it
turn.
Next round. Oh, slay.
Yeah.
Let me kill it real quick.
Fucking end it. That's a hit.
Fuck yeah, it is. It is, because Reyna's so fucking great.
She's amazing and
Yeah,
Reyna's
awesome.
the best.
You're gonna save my life.
You're welcome.
Boom. That one's gone.
Bye, bitch.
One more.
Okay, I'm gonna strike this one.
You're flanking.
Yes. Wait,
It
what does
takes
that
it
mean
into
about
account,
again?
don't worry. It takes it into account, but it's a -2 to its AC.
Oh shit!
How do you want to do this?
I don't know. What is it? It's a wisp or whatever?
Yeah, it's like a wispy type. Like I'll
no.
show you what it looks like. It looks like fireflies encased in smoke.
She
Massive
slashes it in
overkill.
half. I don't know.
You see it like going to shock Oleander again, and Oleander, you just watch as just like a sword comes about like an inch away from your eyeballs as this great sword just cleaves through the wisp and just dissipates it into nothingness.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perhaps we do not split up.
I mean, we were doing just... Alright, fine. Well... We took care of the hunt. Might as well look through here, I suppose.
There's a secret. Ugh. There's a secret door.
Oh, right, you mentioned that. Secret door. Love it.
Go find it. Where?
Runs into the other room. You all pass through this beautiful library with all of the books that I mentioned before, and one of the bookshelves swings open, and you see a secret room with bookshelves packed with tomes describing... Well, you haven't opened them yet, so you don't know what they're describing yet.
But I will in a second.
I know you will. But there is also a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet that stands against the south wall. Its lid half closed. And sticking out of the chest is a skeleton in leather armor.
Is there anything arcane?
Is that a mimic?
This is what I'm asking. Is there anything arcane?
You don't sense anything arcane, no.
It's not a mimic, is it?
Why don't you go ahead and make a medicine check to see if
One
you
way
can
to
figure
find
something
out.
Medicine.
Dude's dead.
That's a dead man right there.
That's a dead man. You know what? This is what Lieutenant Callum is for. I'll have
Great
him make the medicine
observation.
check.
Oh my god.
He's got a hero point. He's got a hero point.
Oh!
Yes.
He just leans down next to it and it's like, man is dead.
You are all just very helpful. Why don't we move on? I don't think any of us are
If
in
it
need
wasn't a mimic
of...
before, that double nat 1 means it's a mimic now.
This man is definitely dead.
I'm just gonna look at the books. I'm looking at the books.
If anyone wants to... So you're checking out the books. Is anyone
I
checking
figured
out
up
the
on
chest?
Yeah, Shy and Ireena can figure out the chest. I got books.
Do I
All right.
I look at the chest. What, do I have to roll another medicine check?
Perception this time.
Okay.
Secret.
Yeah.
You go to open it, and while you're not trained in medicine and you can't figure out exactly how this man died, you do notice on the underside of the chest before you open it, there seems to be this proliferation of some kind of fungus. Like a lot of mold on the inside of the chest that you would recognize as yellow mold, which, if you disturb it, can explode and kind of like infect the room around it. It's not a fun thing to deal with.
What if we just leave this?
You could do a survival check if you want to figure out if you can or how to deal with it without possibly dying in the endeavor.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice. Yellow mold. You can remove it without triggering the spores, but the easier way to do it is fire. Set it on fire, no spores, no explosion.
I light it with a reduced flame.
You all, it's not like a scream, but it's clearly like the sound of mold disintegrating from fire, and it's kind of rings on your eardrums in an unpleasant way, but you'd try and burn it to hell and back.
Now I open the chest.
Now you open the chest. There are a few things in here, which I'll get to after I discuss books. His books. They are, as you might suggest, from a hidden area. They are much juicier. The ones that you open up seem to describe fiend summoning rituals and the necromantic rituals of a cult called the Priests of Osibus.
No. Hey, do you say that out loud?
Not yet.
Please!
Go on, Jonathan. What
No.
else do I find?
No, come on, don't do this to me.
Make an Arcana check.
You can't do this. This is illegal.
At first glance, most of the rituals inside don't seem to be actual rituals. They almost seem like what someone would imagine a ritual would be like, but not actually know how it works. But at the same time, you're gathering there is probably more to it than is on the surface. You've been spending enough time around encoded messages to know that there's probably something deeper.
Can I look around the book that I'm looking at? They talk about killing a god in here?
You would need to, I think, look more into the topic, because
Why don't you tell us Shy what that book says?
on the surface, it just seems to be like a false, like, people summoning fiends and doing like nondescript evil dark things.
I feel like he starts putting it away, but then almost without, his eyes glow pink for a moment as he turns and looks to Ashai and hands the book over to her, almost against his will.
Okay, so you said that name and I just fully zoned out. What the fuck does this book say?
It appears to be a tome describing fiend summoning rituals and necromantic rituals of a cult called the Priests of Osibus.
Yeah?
But a quick glance by anybody that's familiar with actual magic, the most of the rituals seem to be like not actual rituals that would function. They don't seem like the same kind of rituals that Aster does on a regular basis, for example. But Oleander seems to think that there's more to it than what you can see on the surface.
Yeah, he hands it to you, and we make eye contact for a moment, and his eyes are pink before it drops.
This Ashai just like goes pale. Paler.
Paler.
This name. Does this name mean anything to any of you?
Does it mean anything to me, Jonathan? Can I roll?
Recall knowledge, occultism.
Okay. No, it doesn't mean shit to me.
Ireena? I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but...
Jess? We lost her. Jess?
What?
She's not here anymore. She's
No,
not
I
paying
am.
attention.
No, I am.
Yeah? Then
But-
what did I ask you?
I remember, but for the audience, can you tell them?
Maybe you should check the chat log and see. Maybe you can figure it out. It's an occultism check.
I need to do an occultism check?
If you would like to see
I
if
don't.
you recognize the name. Okay, then you don't have to.
Thank you.
You can go back to whatever is on the phone. It's fine. Ez also kind of like shrugs her shoulders.
Does it mean anything to you? Ooh.
Sorry. No. Seems like it means something to you.
Is this your cult?
Ashai like pulls up her pant leg and she has the name of Cybus tattooed on her leg she keeps hidden.
Alright, so definitely knows him. That's interesting.
This is
Is
the
this,
leader who tried to kill me, who cut off my wings. What is he doing here?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he die? Seem to recall you talking about Valenta killing him and everyone else.
Yeah.
Did you see him? Did you see her kill him?
I heard it and I saw carnage.
But you didn't see him specifically.
Well, that's fun.
Why do you have his name tattooed on you?
Next to his name is the name Saren and Valenta. I wanted him dead. I wanted to kill him.
Well, it seems that that's not going to be the case. Well, you actually, it might be the case because you might get the chance to. Because apparently, he might not be dead.
Ashai starts. I don't know if Ollie is still combing the room, or did he already do that? And this was the only book that was.
That was. There's a few more that also are the same, like detailing rituals by the priests of Osiris.
Looks like your guy became a god. He's got priests and everything. Whole cult.
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily need to be a god yourself to have a cult.
No, but you can have
He had magic. That was enough.
anyone with magic and enough push can make anyone fear them.
Need to keep calming this house.
Well, hold on. What's inside the chest?
Mold.
I already fucking forgot. Oh, you said you were gonna tell us after
Yeah.
the books.
After
okay.
your brief distraction, inside the chest there are 3 blank books with black leather covers. Could be good for like spell books or just journaling. There's also 3 spell scrolls. There is a notarized deed to this house.
We own it now. That's it.
The deed to a windmill. That it mentions is situated in the mountains east of Vallaki.
Cool.
We're not gonna touch that windmill.
I know what that one is.
None of you know the goddamn shit. None of you
I
know
know
shit.
what that one is.
We're not saying nothing.
There's also a signed will.
What are the names on
that's-
these?
Name.
It's-
Name.
it's-
Give me a wretched name.
It's not particularly long. It's rather short, in fact. It says it is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, and bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family property to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' death. So the apparent owners of this house and the windmill are the Durst family, and you gather is probably the same family that you saw in the portrait above the hearth.
That's all that's in the chest, correct?
Correct.
Where are the spells?
I'll tell you later
Okay.
when I figure out what they are.
Well, before we continue looking, we just take like 5 fucking minutes.
The shy stomps off back into the hall.
Reno follows her.
Leander just looks at Ezmerelda.
I think they're going to have sex again.
Oh my god.
No.
Imagine.
I think we should leave them a few minutes to talk.
Callum just kind of like raises his hand, is like, "What about me? Should I stay here or should I?" No, I think I'll just stay here with you.
Can you heal me?
Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you. Fucking, I'm dying, Scoob.
He'll do that, and we'll follow Ashai and Ireena into the other room. This is the time to refocus and do any downtime stuff you might need to do.
Roll for Callum, please.
I'm looking up.
I think Ashai just sits down and just keeps going through the book again.
Does it say anything about his death or if he's still alive?
It doesn't, right?
It's like I mentioned, most of what you see on the surface is all like clearly false information designed to make it seem dark and mysterious, but there's probably another layer underneath that you would need to translate to find out what is actually written here.
Wouldn't it be
Like Full Metal Alchemist style cookbook situation?
Yes, exactly like that.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that means.
I know you don't, you weeb hating
I'm not a
individual.
weeb hater. I just
explain it
personally don't like
later.
anime. I like weebs. You guys are cool.
in my just estimation of, like, okay, that's something I need to sit down and do, like, how long would that process take? Would it be like going through Strahda's journal situation?
Probably not as extreme as Strahda's journal, but it would still take more than just like a single hour to figure out.
I need time to sit with it.
Alright. I can leave you alone if you want.
No, it is going to have to be at the end of the night.
Okay.
Don't understand why this is here.
I don't know. All I know is that people get from all around get trapped here in Barovia. There are books from every plane of existence.
I think Ashai just keeps looking over the book, just like on surface level, just like nothing else to do. She doesn't know what to do with herself right now.
Okay. Reyna's gonna lean up against the wall that she's sitting back against and just stand over her and protect her while she's reading the book.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you just taking 10 minutes for treat wounds, or are you going to push the hour to double the... it would be 14 HP.
I mean, I'm currently at a quarter of my HP, so I'll take the full hour.
Alright, so 28 HP. You guys
28?
take an hour. 28.
Okay. While we're doing that, Oleander's just kind of looking over at Ezmerelda. Just, she saw that, right?
Yeah, and you notice that while this hour of healing is going on, she's also sending a lot of little looks over at you. Go ahead and make me a sense motive check.
That's a perception, right?
Yes. She's a little hard to read in this moment, but you're not sensing like disgust or anything like that you're maybe worried about, or
You look like you want to ask me a question.
it was suppose you know the question. Why don't you just go ahead and answer it?
I would say probably his eyes turn pink again as he's basically like forced to say, I am a vessel for a god.
Was that all?
Her name is Shama.
Shami Amore.
Thank you. Shami Amore.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's fun.
Anything bad happen because of it? Or
yet. No. I haven't had any real issues yet. But it's just something to keep an eye on.
Seems a bit like, somewhat like a shy situation, no? A little bit.
I need you to walk me through that one.
I mean, she's not a vessel for a god, which I don't think we have time to unpack all that, but it's
Just don't.
she's definitely had some dealings with higher beings.
Yeah. This one's really weird. He likes me talking about how much I care for people and like people.
Really?
Yeah, forming connections and all that.
She like puts her hands together, leans forward, and is like, "How do you feel about me?"
Kind of stiffens up before she'll notice the pink comes back. And he just kind of smirks. I mean, I like you, Ez.
Hmm.
I like you a lot.
I know. There's a lot going on, though, isn't there?
Kind of leans forward a bit as well. I mean, yeah, there is a lot going on, but they're reading a book right now, so.
You hear Callum say, "Listen, if you two are about to start kissing, maybe you could just wait until I finish up this last couple minutes and then you can do what you want." I don't want to get in the way, but I also don't want to be in the way.
At that, the pink goes away, and he just kind of shakes his head.
As is just laughing.
Yeah, we can wait a couple of minutes.
And then as like reaches out and pats one of the spots where you've got like gauze on,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
can talk about it a little bit later after we figure out what's going on in Barovia. How about that,
Okay.
lover boy?
Yeah, let's talk about it later.
And she stands up and helps you up to your feet and walks out of the room with a smile on her face.
Oleander is grouchily grumbling in his head to the god that also lives there. Like, fuck, did you do that?
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thanks for joining us in, it wasn't that terrible of an evening in Barovia.
I beg to differ.
We'll see you on Saturday with our lovely Argenvostholz group. Until then, enjoy. We'll see you later. Bye.